Aram here, on the outskirts of the Saudi Arabian capital Riyadh, was the location for the 2019 Nomad Universe. This new event is the world's largest ethno-cultural festival, and it took place over 10 days. It offered the chance for people from over 100 nations to share their cultural heritage and to take part in a variety of traditional games and sports. The festival was organised by the Camel Club of Saudi Arabia and the World Ethno Games Confederation. 120 yurts were built here in just 6 weeks. The event has its origins in the Central Asian country of Kazakhstan, where the Nomad Games have taken place every 2 years, dating back to 2014. Askat Akibayev is the president of the World Ethno Games Confederation.
We've organised the World Nomad Games 3 times now back in my native Kyrgyzstan. There have been many delegations from different countries taking part in that event. They've included Saudi Arabia and a delegation from the Camel Club here. When the Saudis saw the size of the event and the way in which we stage it, they were impressed. They really liked it, and it got them thinking. They said that they were nomads too, and that they would like to develop something in the same vein. What they've come up with is this festival, and it's really something unique.
Traditional hunters from Kazakhstan took part in a performance at the opening ceremony. Hunting dogs and birds of prey were brought in especially from Kazakhstan.
In our Kyrgyz culture, dogs have always assisted hunters. We've saved those traditions in order to pass them on to the next generation.
There were plenty of target-based sports on show at the festival, and archery was the most popular event. Those from Kazakhstan showed their prowess.
I want to show what it was before in my country, and that's why I chose this sport. Before in my country, the woman was really strong woman and can do hunting like a man. That's why I chose bow shooting.
Ada has perfected the art of traditional archery. It requires absolute body control to shoot a bow and arrow with your feet.
If we look at the history of our nomad period in Kyrgyzstan, our women were not sitting in the house like in other countries. Women were on a par with men and did the same work as men. They even took part in hunting.
Cockbaroo is a traditional sport similar to buzkashi, where riders fight for possession of an animal carcass before dumping it in a designated area of the field. At this festival, everyone was willing to share and teach their skills to others.
The main purpose of this festival is to show the culture of the nomad people, to show the art of the nomad people, and most importantly, the unity of nomad people. We unite people regardless of nations or religions. They don't matter here.
Alongside the sports and the games, the festival also featured some of the world's best ethno-cultural musicians, dancers and artists.
There are around 100 countries participating in this event. And this event is special because of the direction we are taking. We are giving a new direction to the world, an ethnic direction. We are creating that ethnic direction, and the festival features 3 main parts. First is the ethnic culture, second is ethnic sport, and third is science and education.
Wrestling is regarded as one of the oldest sports in the world, and there were plenty of bouts taking place here. Other tests of strength included the stick pull, which is a traditional Arctic game. Mike Prosko hails from the Arctic nation of Canada.
It is an indigenous sport from Saka, and we try as hard as we can to maintain the traditions and how it's performed.
Social exchanges between people was encouraged at the Nomad universe, but many important encounters weren't organised. They just happened naturally all day long.
The encounters start at the breakfast table. There are many young people, and you enter the room and hear about 10 different languages.
Natalia Souza was a dancer from Brazil at the festival.
This is an amazing experience for me. It's wonderful. I'm finding out about places and people that I never thought I would get to know anything about. There's so many wonderful cultures.
Part of a Greek dance troupe was Andromachi Giorgio.
We have met some countries from, for example, Central America, from Argentina, from Mexico. They are different, the way of thinking, the way of talking, the way of dancing. So it's very nice to learn about them, and they learn about us.
Walter and Gino Wo had come from Cameroon to be here.
I think actually we come to impact a great culture of our own place, and equally we'll learn much from other countries.
Everybody got acquainted with new dance styles and new melodies.
When we arrived, we had no idea we would be coming into this. We understood there'd be a festival, but we didn't know the expanse of it. It's just phenomenal.
We want to communicate love, brotherhood and unity. This is the most important point, especially unity.
There are a lot of different colours in the world. And when some of those colours get lost, then the world is a very grey place indeed.
The dancers from Kazakhstan were a big hit with all those in attendance at the festival. They were led by Begime Janibekova.
It's very important that we keep our traditions alive. Nowadays, there are computers and so many new technologies around. There are many people who forget their language, traditions and culture. But if we forget all those things, then you never know. One day, our country could be forgotten too.
A country cannot exist without a history, a heritage and a culture. This is why it is very important that we are presenting our culture and that the revival of our nomadic culture is taking place now. This festival is playing its part, and it is a very good thing. Long may it continue.
Participating countries offered typical goods and souvenirs at the ethnic market. The products were brought from abroad and transformed the zone into a global bazaar. Visitors were also invited to taste a variety of dishes from around the world. A display of traditional Mongolian contortionism and dancing no doubt helped the food go down well.
The next generation, they continue to communicate the culture and communicate the different things to different one country, the other country.
Future generations will be thankful for festivals such as this one. You need them in order to remember your traditions and your roots. If you don't know your traditions and your roots, and you have no knowledge about your culture, then there is no true civilization.
The working relationship between humans and domestic or wild animals has long been an integral part of mankind. Even today, that relationship is still vital for many ethnic groups.
All groups of people have their own traditions. Some cultures are reliant on the animals who help them live in harsh conditions. This is something to remember and to celebrate.
We should not forget our tradition and culture, and we want to show it. And that's why small children and young people have to know it, and they also now came and tried to bow shooting.
The first Nomad Universe event has come to an end, and it's shown stunning results. Everybody admits that this amazing festival has its own spirit and its own life. When the people from Saudi Arabia and other countries felt this spirit, they said we need such projects for uniting everyone.
The Nomad Festival celebrates the cultural heritage of many places. And it will continue to do so in the years ahead, as Saudi Arabia has pledged to hold this extraordinary event annually until at least 2030.